friends, it's Carolyn Zook here with C Zook Stitch. Today is Saturday, November 23rd, 2019. Surprise, I'm here. I know I said last week that it would be 2 weeks, and then I realized that 2 weeks would be over Thanksgiving weekend, and that you all, well, if you celebrate Thanksgiving in the States, will probably be busy. I will be busy as well. So I thought, well, I'll just do a quick video here. I don't have a whole lot to share. Well, I say that now. But I got some haul in. I made a little bit of progress on the ornaments. So I thought I would upload real quick. I am also working on uploading 2 flip-throughs. So they will go live tomorrow morning, Sunday morning at 6 a.m. Pacific time. So you can look forward to that. So it's a whole weekend of me. As you can see, I don't have my glasses on anymore. Thank you all so much for your lovely comments about my glasses. A lot of you said very kind things about how I looked at my glasses, which is very sweet, and that totally built up my confidence. I can't remember if I said this in the last video. I got glasses when I was 5, and so I have worn glasses or contacts pretty much most of my life. And when you're a kid and wearing glasses, kids make fun of you, and so I get really paranoid about wearing glasses, even still, because I've been wearing contacts for so long. So I really appreciate your really kind comments, and yes, and about the eye as well. I am feeling 100%. My eye's great. The medication I had to put in worked. I'm no longer in pain. A lot of you said that you have also scratched your cornea and mentioned how painful it is, and it is very painful. It feels like a paper cut on your eyeball. It's not fun, and I hope I don't do that anytime soon. So I'm back to contacts. I'm back to being a little more comfortable. Okay, so whips. Let's just get right into it. My heat just clicked on, if you hear that. It is a nice, well, the fog just lifted, so it's about noon. It's a little bit later than I normally upload because I was working on editing the flip-throughs. And I might have been procrastinating a little bit because I have a bunch of housework to do this weekend because it is the Saturday before Thanksgiving. So I have a lot of housework to do. And I know it'll feel good once it's done because my place is pretty disastrous and really needs a good scrubbing. But I just don't feel like doing it. But let's jump in. So the ornaments I'm working on, I finished the hedgehogs. Look how cute they are. Oh my gosh. So last time you saw them without the faces and the back stitching, and I got those all done. This took me one evening to finish them up. One evening, that's it. It went so fast. They are just the cutest little things. Now, they still have little noses I had to put on. The pom-poms I have might be a little too big, so I might end up just putting another little black bead like I do for the eyes on for a nose, but I'll just have to play it out and see how it looks. But these little hedgehogs are done, and I think they turned out really, really, really cute. Now, then I started the penguins. So the penguins is the one I'm going to make 5 of. I don't know why, I just thought he was cute, and I'm going to make 5 of him. I could have done 5 for the hedgehogs, because those go super fast. The hedgehogs have probably been the fastest of the ornaments I've made. But I decided I was going to make 5 of the penguins, which is why the layout is a little bit different, a little squished together. Yes, I think I have enough to cut between there, just barely. And so these 3, the stitching part is done. Again, he will have a scarf. So I will be beading the scarf and then needs the eyes. And I think there's a little bit of back stitching, but not very much on these. So I'm going to make 5 of these. So I have 3 mostly done. So that's my progress for the past week. There were a couple nights where I didn't get any stitching time just due to birthday dinner celebration and a couple late nights at work. But yeah, making progress. So hopefully I'll get these done. Now, jumping right into haul because it's only been a week, so that's all I have to show you. So haul, I won a pattern on Stitching with the Housewives. I'm sure most of you follow them, but if you don't, I'll link them below. I won this Jardin Privé Patchwork à la Neige, and it's just this sweet little patchwork snowman, which you can keep up all year round, which I really like. I think it's so sweet. So I'm really excited that I won that, and that came in the mail. My fabric for my Cade came in the mail. so I'm going to be starting, Jan Hicks and I are doing a stitch along. So if you want, I know there's a lot of you out there planning on doing it. Please join us. We're doing Farewell to Anger starting January 1 and going for years to come. So I ended up getting a Lugana non-gridded 25 count. This is a special cut. So I just did the math. It saved me maybe $5 over ordering something that was already pre-cut. I think I need to decide, Jan said this as well, if we're going to use Q-snaps or scroll rods. I have Q-snaps here. I would have to order new scroll rods for my Hearthside Craftworks frame. So I'll have to see what I feel like doing. If I feel like the Q-snaps are going to be a little more manageable. I could get a 11 by 17 is what I would probably get. So let me know if you've done a Haid on Q-snaps and how that went for you. I'm not going to take this out of the package. It's literally just white Lugana. There's nothing on it. And for those of you who've been watching for a while, you might think, Carolyn, I thought I remembered you already ordering 25 count white Lugana for your Haid. I did. And then I decided I was going to use gridded fabric. And so I cut up the Lugana for another piece, or cut a strip off of it to work on for another piece. And then I decided I don't want the gridded because it actually kind of messes up my counting, and I'm going to stitch on the diagonal. And I went and go to measure that other piece that I had bought, and it was now too small because I had cut it off, so I had to reorder it. So you are not imagining things. I had ordered this once before, then cut it up, and now had to reorder it. So that's great. Okay, so I think I am set. I am still putting my flosses together, so I think I've ordered them all. I have them all. I just am putting them on the thread keeps right now. So that's where I'm at, and I will show you kind of how I'm organizing it all when we get to that point, shortly after the new year. But I'm very excited to start that. Okay, so next I placed an order from 123 Stitch. And this is something that Stitching Mommy is working on, Sarah Hughes, Heirloom Nativity Sampler. I think this is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. This is by the Victoria Sampler. This is only $12, $13. I really wanted to order they have an accessory pack that goes with it that includes the floss and the beads and the charms and all that. It was just it's not too much considering what you get for it. It's just, right before the holidays, it's a little more than I should spend. I think it's about $70 or so. So I will save up for that and buy that eventually. This actually, I want to make this for my mom because I think she would absolutely love it. And my mom, I'm dropping my notebook. Got it. My mom has this nativity scene that she sets up. It's like a wooden nativity scene that she sets up every year. So I would like to make this for my mom as a really special piece, and I think she'll really appreciate it and enjoy it. So I'm very excited to get this. This was the most important thing for me to get above the sampler pack. Sampler pack, even if those items go out of stock, I can substitute, but you can't really substitute the pattern. Okay, also from 123 Stitch, I ordered my fabric for the temperature trees that I'm doing with Stitching Mommy. A lot of you made comments on there that you wanted to join along, so please go over to her website. They're PDFs. She is having a sale, which of course I forgot to check and write down, so hold on. I'll be right back. Let me go check the details of the sale and come back and let you know. I'm back. So Stitching Mommy is doing a Cyber Week sale on Etsy, on her Etsy shop. I will link everything below. And it's just for her PDF patterns where she's going to have 20% off. This sale is from November 26th, so that's Tuesday, through the following Tuesday, December 3rd. Okay? So head on over there. If you've been thinking about doing the temperature trees, I'll insert a picture here because I forgot to pull it out. If you've been thinking about doing the temperature trees with us, that would be a great time to purchase it and save 20%. You don't need a code. It's just going to be on sale just for the PDFs. Okay, so what I did was I kitted it up. So I ordered the fabric and the floss. So this is what my fabric is going to look like for the temperature trees. So it kind of gives that blue background that makes it look a little bit like sky. I'm going to do mine on 32 count light blue Lagana over 2. This will be the color of the tree trunk and the tree branches. So the one that she called for wasn't in stock. I think it's one of the new DMC colors, which is fine. I mean, it's just the tree trunk, so it's not even necessarily the main part of the what do you call it? The pattern. So head on over to Stitch Mommy. Like I said, I'll link it below if you're thinking about doing the temperature trees. Now, not the last thing, the next to last thing, which I just moved and now I can't find. They are teeny tiny. Oh, here they are. I ordered from Wish. This would be hard to see. I know. Those are S's. Can you tell that? They're little charms that are S's and charms that are T. So these are for the wedding sampler that I'm making for my friend who's getting married in January. I'm going to put these somewhere on the sampler. They only came in packs of 5. I don't need 5 S's and T's. I need 1 of each. But I might just send the extras to her in case, they go missing or they fall off or something, and then she'll have replacement. So that came in the mail as well. And then just this morning, when I was procrastinating not doing housework, Carolyn Manning on Carolyn Manning Designs is having a current sale, 20% off her designs as well with the code WINTER20. So you do have to type in the code WINTER20. It's good through December 20th. So I've been eyeing this. This is called a flower a day stitch along. So it's meant to be just sit down and stitch a flower each day. This is a stash buster, right? So if you have little bits and pieces of floss left over or not full skeins, you're not sure what to do with, you can just put them in here and see what happens. Now she showed this picture. It's not doing it justice. But she just had a bunch of leftover embroidery threads. She used cotton, silks, overdyed, off-brand, ribbons. She just used whatever she had in her stash. She did not worry about mixing and matching the fibers to come up with this really beautiful pattern. So I'm excited to start that. I don't know if I'll do it one a day necessarily. I looked on InStitch Mania. They have several different challenges, if you will, that come up throughout the year. And I saw for next May 2020, that month is dedicated to Carolyn Manning Design. So I might aim to start it in May. But it's also a neat idea to do it, one a day. But I'm doing the temperature trees. So I don't know. I don't know what I'll do yet. But I have it in my stash and I need to kit it up. Again, Carolyn Manning sale through December 20th. 20% off with the code WINTER20. Okay, so the last thing is the giveaway. So everybody responded to me, so thank you for your help in tracking down those last few people that I hadn't heard from yet. I've heard from everybody now from the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so everything is mailed out. Pat, I shipped your diamond painting yesterday, so you should get it within the week. Okay, now, Hilma Sinkinson, I have not heard from her. Hilma, you won this last week, just cross-stitch the December issue. So please reach out to me. And if you know Hilma, please contact her, help me track her down. Let her know that she won this. I need her address. But also, I was catching up on Flosstube this week. Hilma, you've won 2 others. So you've won 3 things just this week alone. So you won the Just Cross Stitch from me. You won something from Teresa Little Stitcher. And you also won something from Jan Hicks. So if you know Hilma Sinkinson, please let her know that she's got some addresses to give out so that she could get her winnings. That is so funny to me. I've never heard of that, of somebody winning, 3 different giveaways in the same week. So That's quite a good week for Hilma. Hilma, maybe you need to buy a lottery ticket or something right now. I don't know, but please do send me your address so I can get that in the mail to you. That's about all I have. It's a pretty short and sweet video for you this week. But you will get 2 more videos from me on Sunday morning with the flip throughs. I like to do them as separate videos in case you're not interested, or maybe you already have the magazine and the book and you don't need to see it. But for those of you who don't have it or are thinking about getting it and would like some insight into what the patterns are, I hope you enjoy it and I hope that you find that it's helpful. So for those of you in the States, this week is a big travel week. It's a big holiday week. I hope you have a wonderful and safe Thanksgiving. I hope the weather cooperates wherever you are. I hope everybody stays safe with their travels. Bring your patients if you're flying. You know how that goes. And just be grateful and thankful for, the continued blessings that we have in our life. I know it's been a rough year for a lot of people. But we have a wonderful, wonderful supportive community here, and I'm so grateful this year that this community has really embraced me, and I'm just incredibly grateful for that. So I will be back in 2 weeks. I promise this time. 2 weeks will be December 7th, which will be Flosstube number 25, and then we're at Flosstube number 26, which will be 1 year. January 1 is 1 year since I started my channel, so we'll be doing something for that as well. So in the meantime, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving week. Enjoy the time with your family and friends. Get some stitching time if you can. Don't count calories on Thanksgiving. It does not matter. And I'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care, everybody.